Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video, where we'll delve into timeless philosophies for living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Have you ever felt hurt by sweet but deceitful words, or seemingly kind actions that masked envy? In this complex world, discerning the truth can sometimes be challenging. But fear not, for today we will explore 14 subtle signs to recognize envy and falsehood, drawn from the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed emperor and philosopher. Marcus Aurelius, with his wisdom and insight, has pointed out red flags that we often overlook in our daily interactions. From excessive praise to feigned indifference, from empty promises to contradictory actions, all will be laid bare under the light of Stoic philosophy. Join me on this journey of discovery so you can navigate relationships with greater confidence, protect yourself from unnecessary hurt, and cultivate a life of authenticity and purpose. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future videos. Now, let's embark on this journey together. Number 1. Their words and deeds don't match. Inconsistent behavior is a clear indication of deceit, where a person's words and actions do not align. Those influenced by envy or habitual dishonesty often create a captivating but fragile facade that quickly crumbles when faced with reality. They may appear kind, caring, or even praise you, but secretly they are working to undermine your reputation or position. Philosopher Epictetus once said, "Don't let your words contradict what you believe in," emphasizing that words and actions must go hand in hand, as lies will soon reveal the truth through the contradictions they produce. A prime example of deceit can be found in the workplace, where competition and jealousy often give rise to inconsistent behavior. And a colleague might openly support and commend your contributions in front of others, but in a private meeting with superiors, they might criticize and downplay your abilities to gain an advantage. This inconsistency clearly shows that they are neither sincere nor trustworthy. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A person must be like a strong rock against the waves, not swayed by praise or criticism." This reminds us that integrity and consistency will protect us from being manipulated by others' deceptive tactics. Another characteristic of deceitful people is their tendency to break promises. They might make commitments to help or support, but when the time comes, they avoid responsibility or make excuses. Their words and actions do not match, making these promises hollow and meaningless. Repeatedly breaking promises not only damages one's credibility, but also makes others feel used and disrespected. Epictetus once stated, "Don't say you will do something, do it, and let your actions speak for themselves." This serves as a strong reminder that genuine honesty and commitment are proven through actions, not empty words. Those who exhibit inconsistent behavior will eventually lose themselves in a whirlwind of pretense and contradiction. They constantly worry about concealing and justifying their actions that do not align with their words. Such a life cannot bring peace, as they are continually torn between the conflicts they have created. Therefore, rather than letting hollow words overshadow actions, live so that your words and deeds are always in harmony, building trust and respect from those around you. Number 2. Excessive flattery and praise. Excessive flattery and praise can be seen as a subtle form of deceit, where people use sweet words to disguise their ulterior motives or personal gains. Insincere compliments are often given not to genuinely honor others, but to achieve hidden objectives. This behavior is common in social relationships, especially in competitive environments like the workplace. Epictetus once warned, "Those who praise you for things that are not inherent to your nature will also criticize you for things that are not inherent to your nature." This means that when others flatter you for superficial reasons, they can just as easily turn against you when those reasons are no longer present, because their praise is not based on genuine respect but rather a means to fulfill their own goals. For example, in a work setting, a colleague may continuously praise your skills, calling you the best in the team or an essential asset to the company. But when it comes to taking concrete actions, such as supporting a project or standing up for you in difficult situations, they avoid involvement and do not offer any real help. This is a clear sign of insincere praise. They do not truly value your abilities, but instead use compliments to establish a relationship that benefits themselves. Marcus Aurelius once said, "See the truth, live with it, and do not let flattery make you complacent or dependent." This is a reminder not to let praise make us complacent or self-satisfied, forgetting our true worth. Not only in work, but flattery also appears in personal relationships. Someone may praise you for your appearance, personality, or achievements, but only when they want something from you. When you no longer serve their purpose, those compliments disappear. This behavior not only hurts the recipient, but also makes people lose trust in the sincerity of relationships. Epictetus advised, "Do not let praise make you forget yourself, for it is like building a house on sand." This teaching encourages us not to place our faith in flattery, but to stay true to our real values. Therefore, when faced with excessive praise, stay alert to discern whether it is sincere or deceitful. Do not let flowery words cloud your judgment. Live truthfully and hold firm to your core values, for that is what truly deserves respect and admiration from others. Number 3. Conditional support. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of consistency and long-term commitment in personal relationships. Marcus Aurelius, the famous Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, advocated acting for the common good, which includes nurturing positive relationships and offering genuine support to others. According to this philosophy, a true friend is someone who is not only there to encourage you but also willing to help, whether you are at the peak of success or going through the toughest times. They sincerely share your joy when you achieve success and do not hesitate to lend a hand when you face challenges. On the other hand, some people only offer support based on the benefits they can gain from the situation. These individuals, often driven by jealousy or personal motives, will appear enthusiastic and supportive when your success benefits them or enhances their image. However, when you encounter difficulties, they tend to withdraw or downplay the issues you are facing. Their support is merely to maintain a certain social image or for personal gain, rather than coming from a genuine concern for your well-being. For instance, imagine having a colleague who constantly praises you for your contributions to the company when you secure a major contract, but shows no interest or assistance when you struggle with challenging projects. When you need help or sincere advice, they suddenly seem too busy or blame circumstances. This is a clear example of conditional support, which is far from the loyalty and unconditional assistance that Stoicism upholds. And to build healthy and lasting relationships, we must recognize the signs of this conditional support. Stoicism, with its rational thinking and mindfulness, helps us assess relationships objectively. Does a friend's attitude change depending on the situation you are going through? Are they present only when you are successful but disappear when you are in trouble? By applying a clear and discerning perspective, we can identify genuine friends, those who are always willing to help and provide trust in our lives. Number 4. They always acknowledge the achievements of others. Envious people often have a tendency to want to outshine others at any cost, even if it leads to unhealthy and negative behaviors. They not only crave success but also wish for those around them to fail, which is evident in their refusal to acknowledge or downplay the achievements of others. And such individuals do not see the success of others as a source of motivation to improve themselves. Instead, they feel uncomfortable and try in various ways to diminish the efforts of others. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "We are not disturbed by events, but by the views we take of them." Envy is a prime example of this distorted perception, where negative emotions overshadow rational thinking. For instance, in a workplace setting, a colleague may consistently deny or diminish your contributions. When you achieve something, they do not recognize your efforts but instead attribute it to luck or favorable circumstances rather than your abilities. They may spread false information or even fabricate stories to tarnish your image, aiming to divert attention from your success and elevate themselves. Marcus Aurelius emphasized, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. Stoicism encourages us to focus on self-improvement rather than comparing ourselves to or competing with others. Envious actions not only diminish the value of others, but also consume our energy and time on unnecessary negative emotions. Envy often stems from a lack of self-confidence and feelings of inadequacy. Instead of accepting their own shortcomings and working to improve them, envious individuals seek comfort by belittling others. However, this only leads them deeper into dissatisfaction and resentment. Stoic philosophy reminds us that the achievements of others do not diminish our own worth. We should view their successes as motivation to strive and develop ourselves without having to step on anyone else. In doing so, we not only steer clear of envy but also move closer to a life of true peace and happiness. Number 5. Unhealthy competition. In the flow of life, when everyone strives to develop, some choose to elevate themselves through their own efforts and abilities. However, there are those who, driven by jealousy and envy, resort to unhealthy competition to surpass others. Instead of focusing on their own growth, they attempt to hinder the progress of others through negative and unfair tactics. Rather than using the success of others as motivation to improve, they seek to undermine or weaken their opponents through dubious actions. Philosopher Epictetus once said, "Happiness does not come from the failure of others, but from overcoming ourselves. Indeed, jealousy only makes us smaller and more insecure, clouding our reason and self-esteem." Unhealthy competition is a shortcut to self-destruction, as not only do we fail to achieve our own goals, but we also lose the core values that define us as human beings. For instance, in an academic environment, a student may feel uncomfortable seeing a classmate achieve high grades or receive praise from the lecturer. Instead of learning and striving to improve their own abilities, they might attempt to sabotage the progress of the other student. They may spread false rumors that the student cheated during exams or disseminate negative information to tarnish the classmate's reputation and honor. This is a clear example of unhealthy competition, where the goal is not self-improvement, but rather to bring others down. Similarly, in social relationships, you may encounter people who appear friendly but secretly harbor envy and seek to harm you behind your back. They may pretend to support you in important decisions, but then create obstacles, distort information, or even prevent you from achieving your goals. This is not only a betrayal of others, but also a betrayal of oneself, as they live within schemes and deceit, trapping themselves in a vortex of jealousy and envy. Unhealthy competition harms not only the opponent, but also the person who engages in it. They lose sincerity, self-respect, and the trust of those around them. Instead of trying to bring others down, we should focus on self-development. As the Stoic philosophy reminds us, true success is not about surpassing others, but surpassing ourselves. Let us face negative actions with calmness and empathy. Do not let anger cloud your judgment or distract you from your goals. Instead, stay steadfast and demonstrate through your actions that success does not come from undermining others, but from helping each other grow. A society only truly progresses when everyone works together, building and shining together, like a vibrant garden where each individual is a radiant flower, contributing to the beauty of the whole. Number 6. They sabotage your achievements. Sabotage, in many instances, is not just an act of harm, but a reflection of a soul consumed by envy. Instead of appreciating and learning from the success of others, the envious individual harbors a dark desire to tear down what they cannot possess. The achievements of others become a flame that burns within them, compelling them to extinguish it at any cost. Unable to accept that others have surpassed them, reaching heights they can only dream of, they are driven by their own insecurities and inner turmoil. Their fragile self-worth prevents them from acknowledging the success of others. And they sabotage not for a higher purpose, to satisfy their own selfish craving to bring others down, pulling everyone into the same pit of failure. But as Stoics, we understand that envy is merely the symptom of a troubled and unsteady mind. Sabotage changes nothing about the reality of someone's success and only brings misery to the one who attempts it. Instead of getting caught in that negative spiral, focus on self-improvement cultivating a strong and virtuous character and striving towards true values. Seeking revenge by mirroring the harm inflicted upon us only perpetuates a cycle of pain and resentment. When wronged, it is easy to be swept away by negative emotions, to wish the same suffering upon those who hurt us. But that is not the path of the Stoic. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Instead of retaliating, face the pain with calmness and forgiveness. Remember, others' actions stem from their own ignorance and inner conflict. Revenge only robs us of our peace of mind, transforming us into the very person we despise. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the external world, with its events and the actions of others, is beyond our control. Rather than trying to change others or being affected by their wrongdoings, we should focus on what is within our control: our thoughts, actions, and principles. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, we should not allow the faults of others to unsettle our minds or distract us from our purpose. Keep a calm and composed spirit, refusing to let negative influences disrupt your inner peace and values. Instead of seeking vengeance, work on healing your own wounds, learning from painful experiences, and staying true to your path. Show your strength and nobility by not allowing hurt to turn you into a resentful person. This is the ultimate form of resilience, helping you overcome adversity while making those who wronged you confront the strength of your compassion and integrity. Number 7. Spreading false information to undermine you. One clear sign that someone is jealous of you is when they deliberately spread false information in an attempt to undermine you. This is a subtle and dangerous form of attack, because it not only affects your reputation but can also shake the trust others have in you. For example, in a competitive work environment, you may notice a colleague who always seems displeased whenever you achieve something new or receive praise from your superiors. Instead of trying to improve themselves to achieve similar success, they start spreading false rumors about you. They might claim that you only achieved your current position because of personal connections, rather than your own abilities and dedication. Although these statements are baseless, they can still have a negative impact on your image in the eyes of colleagues and leaders, making it difficult for you to maintain your credibility and trust. In some cases, they might even fabricate untrue stories about your personal life, such as claiming that you are dishonest or have engaged in unethical behavior. These lies are spread subtly and intentionally with the aim of diminishing your reputation and lowering your standing in the eyes of others. What is concerning is that if this misinformation is not addressed promptly and accurately, it can have long-lasting consequences, affecting your relationships with those around you. And to deal with such situations, the most important thing is to maintain your stance and not get drawn into the negative spiral of rumors. Focus on your work and prove yourself through concrete actions, demonstrating your capabilities and professional ethics. Additionally, if necessary, take appropriate steps to clarify the truth, such as having a direct conversation with the person spreading false information or seeking intervention from higher authorities to protect your honor and rights. Your resilience and determination in the face of adversity will not only help you overcome challenges but also strengthen the trust and confidence others have in you. Number 8. They talk badly about you behind your back. Talking badly about someone behind their back is a common yet highly negative and hurtful behavior in personal and professional relationships. When someone speaks ill of you behind your back, they are not only tarnishing your reputation but also creating an atmosphere of distrust and insecurity. This is an unfair and cowardly act where people choose to belittle and degrade others instead of confronting differences or conflicts directly. This behavior often stems from jealousy, dissatisfaction, or feelings of inadequacy on the part of the person spreading the rumors. For example, in the workplace, you may become the target of gossip when you receive a promotion or achieve a new milestone. Some colleagues, instead of congratulating you, may secretly harbor jealousy and start spreading negative rumors about you. They might claim that you achieved success due to personal connections or even allege that you are undeserving of the position. These words can spread quickly and negatively affect your image in the eyes of colleagues and superiors. It not only causes you to lose respect and support from those around you, but also creates a tense and toxic work environment. In social relationships, talking badly behind someone's back is also a sign of envy or inferiority. For instance, when you achieve personal milestones, such as buying a new house or having a happy romantic relationship, some people may seem to be happy for you on the surface, but secretly talk behind your back. They might say that you were just lucky or try to downplay the value of your achievements. This behavior not only hurts you, but also reveals the negativity and dissatisfaction within the person gossiping. And to deal with this situation, it is crucial to maintain your composure and not let the negative talk affect your mood and life. Focus on genuine and positive relationships with people who understand and appreciate your true value. If necessary, you can directly confront the person spreading the rumors to clarify the issue or discuss it with those in charge to protect yourself from negative impacts. Ultimately, always remember that the actions of others do not define who you are. What matters is that you know who you are and continually strive to become the best version of yourself. Number 9. They deny your efforts. One of the clearest signs of jealousy is when they deny your efforts and hard work. Instead of acknowledging what you have achieved, they try to downplay its value or attribute it to external factors such as luck, favorable conditions, or help from others. These people often don't want to admit that you have succeeded through your own relentless efforts and perseverance. They feel uncomfortable seeing you progress and achieve things that they cannot or have not yet accomplished. To conceal their jealousy, they attempt to undermine your efforts, making you feel as if your hard work is meaningless. They might make negative comments like "you're just lucky" or "anyone could do that" if they had your circumstances. These statements not only deny your efforts but also diminish the value of what you have accomplished. This can be hurtful and make you question your abilities, especially when these remarks come from someone you trust or respect. They fail to realize that, to achieve success, you have endured many difficulties, challenges, and sacrifices. However, these denials cannot change the fact that you have worked hard and earned your achievements. It is crucial to recognize that such denials only reflect the insecurity and jealousy of the speaker, not your true worth. Continue to believe in yourself and the path you are on, because sincere efforts will always be rewarded, whether they are recognized or not. Number 10. They always prioritize their ego in every situation. These individuals tend to see themselves as the center of the universe, believing that their opinions and contributions are the most important, and sometimes even exaggerating their role in shared situations. And they never admit mistakes or acknowledge that others also have valuable input. Instead, they constantly seek to put themselves in the spotlight and blame others when things go wrong. This makes working or collaborating with them very challenging, as they always strive to dominate the scene and ignore the efforts of those around them. When you share ideas or suggestions, they often dismiss them immediately without listening or evaluating them fairly. This shows that they do not respect the perspectives of others and are only interested in protecting their own ego. They want everyone to perceive them as the most knowledgeable, powerful, and significant person in every situation. This attitude not only hurts others but also hinders the development of the entire team, as they are unwilling to embrace new ideas or adjust their personal views for the common good. Their constant self-promotion also reveals a lack of inner confidence. They feel the need to assert their value by belittling others or excessively glorifying themselves. A truly trustworthy person knows how to listen, respects everyone's opinions, and is willing to admit when they are wrong. In contrast, those who are obsessed with their own ego will never be a reliable companion in a situation. Number 11. They always want others to follow their way. They often try to control everything and impose their thoughts on others, believing that only their views and methods are correct. These individuals do not accept differences and may even dismiss the contributions and opinions of colleagues or friends. In discussions or group work, they are usually the ones who speak the most, overpowering others with their arguments and not allowing anyone to express opposing views. This not only stifles diversity in thinking but also creates a sense of coercion and disrespect among those around them. They always expect others to follow their will without considering the circumstances or feelings of others. Even when their decisions are unreasonable, they still try to defend their viewpoint at all costs instead of listening and adjusting to achieve better results. This not only makes the working environment tense but also reduces the creativity and dedication of those around them. When everyone has to follow a rigid way of doing things, they lose motivation and inspiration to work. However, this imposition actually stems from a lack of confidence and internal fear. They are afraid that if they don't control everything, they will lose their power and influence. Therefore, they try to force others to follow their way to maintain their position. Instead of cooperating and respecting the opinions of others, they focus solely on asserting themselves. A truly trustworthy leader or colleague knows how to listen, be flexible in their approach, and respect differences. It is this attitude that creates true unity and effectiveness in any environment. Number 12. To them, your success is just luck. When you achieve success in life, some people will express happiness and admiration, but there are also those who constantly deny your efforts and attribute your success solely to luck. Instead of acknowledging the hard work and dedication you have put in, they choose to blame luck as a way to diminish the value of your achievements. This not only shows their jealousy but also reflects their own insecurity and lack of confidence. By claiming that others' success is due to luck, they avoid facing the fact that they themselves have not tried hard enough or lack the capability to achieve similar results. For example, when you advance in your career due to your abilities and relentless dedication, instead of recognizing this, some colleagues may criticize that you were just lucky to catch the attention of your superiors or simply in the right place at the right time. They overlook the long hours of hard work, the effort to overcome challenges, and the contributions you have made to the company. Such comments not only hurt you but also undermine your morale and motivation. In your personal life, if you buy a new house or start a successful project, some people may also attribute it to your good fortune rather than seeing your financial planning, careful calculations, and good management skills. They only see the luck factor. This is a subtle way to deny your achievements, aiming to downplay your success so that they can feel more comfortable with their own lack of effort or accomplishments. When facing these negative perceptions, it is crucial to maintain your confidence and not let these comments affect your mindset. Let your success and hard work speak for themselves, showing that behind luck lies preparation, effort, and unwavering perseverance. Number 13. Your failure makes them feel satisfied. Such people often hide this emotion behind seemingly sympathetic words, but in reality they are secretly pleased to see you stumble. They may pretend to console you with phrases like "I told you so," or "this was inevitable," but underneath lies a sense of glee at your setbacks. This stems from their desire to keep you from surpassing them, to keep you from making progress in any area. Your failure to them is a reassurance that they are still better, safer, and don't have to worry about being outdone by you. This satisfaction can come not only from competitors, but sometimes even from friends, colleagues, or family members. They may feel threatened by your success because it forces them to confront their own shortcomings or failures. Instead of striving to improve themselves, they choose to hope for your downfall so they won't feel inferior. This is a negative attitude, showing that they don't truly care about you but are instead focused on their own interests and comparisons. And such an attitude not only hurts you but also damages the relationship between both sides. When you realize that someone takes pleasure in your failure, you should be cautious in sharing and placing trust in them. Focus on your own path and do not let negative emotions from others affect your determination. Remember, your success is the result of your relentless efforts, and no one can diminish its value simply with their jealousy. Number 14. They always boast about themselves. Such individuals often try to attract others' attention by constantly talking about their achievements and successes, sometimes even exaggerating or fabricating stories to make themselves appear more impressive. They always want to be the center of every conversation and do not hesitate to interrupt or steer the topic towards themselves. No matter what you are discussing, they will find a way to insert a story about themselves, trying to prove that they are better, more successful, or more knowledgeable. Boasting is not simply about sharing happiness, but often serves the purpose of asserting their ego, hiding their inner insecurities, or diminishing the value of others. They feel the need to continuously compare and compete to demonstrate their superiority, and any success of others makes them anxious or insecure. When you share your achievements instead of congratulating you, they immediately respond with a story about themselves, trying to overshadow your moment. This not only creates discomfort but also shows that they are not genuinely interested in you or anyone else, but rather focused solely on maintaining their own perfect image. This attitude not only devalues their own achievements, but also creates distance between them and those around them. Instead of building relationships based on sincerity and respect, they choose to stand out in an excessive manner, making others feel exhausted and uncomfortable. A truly trustworthy person knows how to share their success with humility, listen to others, and create a welcoming atmosphere for everyone around.